සුපුල්ලගේ එක්කන්න ගන්නවද මොකද කරන්නේ?
පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න. හරි ඉන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න. මනිත් ලයිව් එක හරිද?
ඔව් හරි. ඔව් ලයිව් වෙනවා. මම චෙක් කරලා බැලුවා.
nice right හරි ඕකේ එහෙනම් වේටින් රූම් එක මේ ගමු මේ ඕකේ එහෙනම් අපි මේ ගෙස්ට් එක ගන්න පටන් ගන්නවා right
ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් ඇඩ් කරන්න සුපුල්.
ඔව් අපි ගමු පටන් ගමු
දෙන්න මෙතන. ඔව්.
අර කවුද? මොකද ඒ නම? හේසර.
කියලා දෙන්න. අය බල දෙන්න මේක මෙහෙට ගන්න. මේක දෙනවා.
ඉතිකොලේ උන් හිටන්නේ. ඕක අරගෙන සාලේට යන්කෝ පුතේ.
මෙතෙන් තියලා දෙන්න.
වගේ දෙයක් කාමරේ
තියලා දෙන්න.
හරි පිඟුම් ගඳ එනවා කාමරේ.
කමන්න.
අපි ජනේ AC දානවනේ රැයට හරි ගඳ එනවා. වෙන්න මගේ පෙට්ටිය එළියට. මම ඔක උස්සන් එන්න.
අද දෙන්න එපා.
එළියෙන් මේක මම එළියෙන් තියන්න.
අද දෙන්න එපා මම වැඩන්නේ.
හා. එළියෙන් තියන්නම් මේක.
අද දෙන්න එපා මම මේ වැඩක් නේ මේක. මම කනනේ. ඔව්.
So, good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you who have joined us for another exciting session of Industry 360 Live. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to today's webinar organized by IEEE IAS student branch of student chapter of SLIIT. Before we begin, I would also like to let you know that our Q&A is now open. If you have any questions for our guest speaker during the session, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat. We will go through one by one and answer to those questions later in the program. Today, we are going to have a very interesting and very meaningful conversation about something that many of us experience, especially in today's social media driven world. Criticism, pressure, overthinking, and staying mentally strong. So our topic for today is behind the laughs, dealing with criticism, pressure, and staying mentally strong. I hope everyone is ready for an honest, insightful, and engaging conversation. So, without further delay, let's get started. So, before we begin, let me briefly introduce myself. I'm Kusalya Methpani, and I will be your moderator for today's session. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you, and I'm really excited to guide today's conversation. We have a very interesting session ahead, so I hope everyone stays with us until the end. And now, let's officially begin our program. To start our event, we will first have the welcome speech. So I would now like to invite Ms. Yahani Jaisurya to deliver the welcome speech. Over to you, Yahani.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the second session of Industry 360 Live. So, organized by IEEE Industry Applications Society, the student-run chapter of SLIIT. So, I'm Hani Jaisurya from the program team of Industry 360 Live. So, on behalf of our organizing committee, I warmly welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Hesara Yagamuni, and all the participants joining us today. So today's session is about something we all go through but don't always talk about. How to deal with criticism, manage pressure, and stay strong while during these difficult situations. So we hope you all. Uh, sorry. So we hope you all. We hope this session helps you to reflect, connect with your own experiences, and take away some useful insights that you can apply in your everyday life. Without further ado, let's begin today's session. Thank you, and over to you, Kusalya.
Thank you so much, Yahani, for that wonderful welcome speech. And now we are moving on the main part of today's webinar. We are very fortunate to have with us someone who has built a strong presence through content creation and has experienced both the positive and challenging sides of being in public eye. So let's welcome our guest speaker for today, Mr. Hesara Yagamuni. Hesara, it's my pleasure to have you with us today. Welcome to Industry 360 Live.
Thank you so much, Kusalya, for the warm welcome, and wishing you all a very good evening. I would like to thank all of the people who have joined the session right now. So my name is Hesara Yagamuni. I'm a content creator, a digital content creator, and I'm a digital strategist as well. So most people know me as Yagi. That's my brand name. That's what I use in social media. So talking about myself, I'm 24 years old and I studied at Lyceum International School, Vattala, and my bachelor's is on operations and logistics management. And I'm currently doing my MBA at PIM, and I finished my CIM qualification as well. So academics is a part of my thing. So, but now with the bachelor I did, now I have switched my career from logistics to marketing. So that's something new to me, and now obviously for like 4 years I've been doing this. So I've been working with top brands, with well-renowned clients, and yeah, so I'm trying to do better, trying to build all my social media platforms, the reach and all of that. So in this session, I will be talking about how I have coped up with all of these factors. So yeah, over to you, Kusalya.
So that's really interesting, Hesara. So it's really nice to hear a little bit about the person behind the content we see online. So, Hesara, how did content creation actually come into your life?
Content creation was something very unexpected during COVID. I have told this in many places. I recently went on live TV and I told the same thing, and I'll be telling you the same as well. So this is basically something I started out of the blue moon, and yeah. So talking about it, uh, the I Hesara is like a person who was an introvert, who was not quite an energetic person before, but now I think I have gained a lot of experience and all of this, and I think I have built my career, and I moving forward with this right now. So yeah, that's about me.
Actually, it's really unexpected to hear that you are
Yeah.
an introvert person. So,
Yeah.
so that's how your journey into content creation began. It's
Yes.
interesting how something can start so naturally and eventually become such a big part of your life. So, hey, Sarah, people know you for making them laugh and for the content you create. So, but um, when the camera is off, who is Hazer actually?
When the camera is off, I'd like to say that I'll be doing jokes online on every platform. I'll be posting comedy content, but there is some hidden part of me, like is very secretive, very serious. So people would think about me like he's a very chill person, he's a funny guy, he's quite social, he's an extrovert. So but inside off the camera I'm actually I'm kind of an introvert, as I told earlier. I overthink a lot, and I I don't have a very big friend circle, and I actually so basically what I want is to uh, be an extrovert right now. So when the camera is off, it's not the same person, but still I'm actually a very fun guy to hang out with, and to have a chat, to share your experiences. And I play badminton every week, I do sports and all of that as well. So yeah, that's about myself.
Of course, actually, every person has a different person inside. So I can understand. And that's really nice to hear that sometimes what people see online is very different from who someone actually is in their everyday life. So, Hesara, do you feel that becoming a content creator has changed you as a person?
Becoming a content creator has actually changed my life. So from the place I was in, I never thought I would get this much of fame and this much of traction my to my personal brand. So, but now I have actually I have around 250K on TikTok and Facebook, and it was all unexpected. I didn't expect that. I just wanted to show that I have this passion towards acting, towards drama, and I just wanted to make people happy. That was my obligation. But with time, I it became something else. It became a personal brand. So I built my brand, and there are certain characters around the brand and different. So I just want to make people laugh, plus to provide a reliable message to the society as well. So it's not about just making people laugh, but at the end of the day, if it's a mom's content, if it's grandpa's content, uh, something I want to show is I want to bring out something to the society, to teach something to the society, to empower them. That is what I need to do through my socials, not to some people are there just sharing all these filth and all that. So that is I would not suggest those type of content if you're I mean if you're planning to create content, just do something authentic. That is what I wanted to say.
So, Hesara, actually, you're indeed a brand. Now, there's no doubt about that. So, that's really interesting. So, the journey hasn't just changed your career, but also helped shape you as a person. It's really fascinating to see that. So, do you remember the first reel or piece of content that went viral and made you realize, okay, people are actually noticing what I'm doing
uh
and how, yeah.
Of course, of course. Yeah, the first viral reel was posted in 2021, I guess, and it was the viral reel was basically based on a trend called Crush. I don't know whether you're all familiar with it. It was something very trendy back then in 2021. So I created a small reel regarding inside the car, and it went viral. It went to all the TikTok pages in Nepal and India as well. They were like, "Who is this small fellow?" So I was quite small, no? So they were like sharing that, and they were they were like, "Who's this small fellow?" So that brought a lot of traction to my brand. Plus, the career the content collaborations with Block and Dino has made build a massive image on my career, and I think that helped me climb to the top as well, to create a better brand reputation as well. So I would like to thank them from the bottom of my heart for to give me to give me an opportunity like that. So talking about my audience, mostly it's the Sri Lankan audience is what I wanted to capture, as well as that I wanted to capture the Sri Lankans who are living abroad as well. So that's what. So as long as you all scroll, I succeed.
Yeah, actually, already you have a lot of fan base. Indeed, I'm also a fan of yours.
Thank you.
so, so wow. Actually, I can imagine that that must have been a quite a moment, especially when you suddenly realize that so many people are watching your work. And once that attention started growing, you probably also started receiving different kinds of reactions, I believe. So, do you remember the first negative comment that actually got to you? And how did you feel when you saw it?
Uh, the first negative comments. So at first, what I was doing is I was wearing all these clothes on my head, acting as mom and as dad, as grandpa. So to be honest, I actually didn't get much of hate comments, but I've gotten some hate comments, like serious hate comments, out of jealousy, out of hatred. When person is trying to go to some place, there are some people who would pull their leg and try to grab them back. So it's the society we live in. It's how it is. But the thing is, you just have to push yourself. You have to. What you have to do is you have to push yourselves. Just like you guys have heard about Cristiano Ronaldo, right? The people in the comments. Yeah, you guys
Definitely.
know. Yeah, so I have heard him saying, "In my mind, I'm the best." So that is the. I'm a Messi fan, by the way, but I'm not a Ronaldo fan, but still, I love his mentality and how he motivates himself and how he motivates the rest of the world. So those kind of scenarios actually can help us get through criticism, because at last, whatever you do, it remains with you. So with those comments, I didn't actually consider that, but I got a lot of hate comments. So what I wanted to was to push myself far beyond I was there. I was in that place.
So even though you received some negative comments, you have pushed yourself. So I think there's a great advice for our life as well that we need to get from you. So yeah, I think that can be difficult, especially when you experience that kind of attention for the first time. So uh, when the negative comments and pressure started coming in, how did you learn to handle them without letting them affect you too much? Hesara.
Okay, a very good question. So the thing is now, my family, they all watch my content, from my mom to grandpa to Punji to the end of the family. They they know what I'm doing. So I need to actually be safe from what I post. So at times when I get those comments, there is some kind of pressure, because that's the audience's view, so we can't actually change it. So very offensive comments, of course I delete it, but there are certain controversial comments which I get makes creates some pressure. So it's okay, we get those kind of comments, but my thing is, you have to be patient. You have to not get angry. You can't like throw your phone aside and go sleep if you get a comment like that. You might want to overthink over there on why this fellow has told this. If there's a problem in you, you can just identify and find a solution. Maybe like that from that comment, we can kindly reply to that and avoid it. So that is my way.
Yes.
I have learned how to ignore those kind of stuff in life. I have, with what I've gone through. So being ignorant and minding your own business would be the number one solution for those kind of scenarios, and just live just live a life which is simple, and don't get much of drama into your head. And so you should push yourself, because that comment doesn't define your career. Your career is based on what you do and how you drag yourself. So that comment can't let you down, because Rome was not built in one day. You have created your brand. If you're planning to start, if you're doing a corporate, if you're a student, you have built it. You know how much of effort you have put into it. The pressure you have resisted to build. So you have to be resistant, and the best thing is if you can maybe talk to someone, maybe share your views if you're if you're under pressure, and as well as that the new solution, I have found a new solution. It is to if you don't have anyone to talk to, if you can't share with anyone, if you don't feel like sharing based on your mood, go talk to ChatGPT. Go talk to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Share your pressure. Share your emotions. Go talk to ChatGPT. That is, he gives better answers than what any of others even think of, and they can uh, so they can
I also
go
agree with
down.
you, definitely.
Yeah, so basically, some people say that ChatGPT is my boyfriend. So the girls, the guys, that the ChatGPT is my girlfriend. So those kind of things are there. So
Yeah.
that much of affection is there for ChatGPT in the modern society. So I agree with that too. But I'm not recommending that to take it, as a practical scenario just for the time being. I mean, like if you're under pressure, just to as a short-term remedy. Yes.
So, as Hesara said, my friends, don't let yourself down. So, all every time, just encourage yourself. If you feel like giving up, just ask from ChatGPT for some solutions, right? Say, hey, sir.
Yeah, ChatGPT. Not all the time. Not all the time. Don't
Yeah.
just don't scroll. Don't get addicted to that. It gives bad.
So,
There are two types. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So that's really interesting. So over time, you learn how to manage that pressure rather than allowing it to control how you feel.
Yes.
So, what helps you stay mentally strong when the criticism or pressure becomes overwhelming?
Yes. Being mentally strong. So that is something we all find very hard. Sometimes we actually be mentally strong. Sometimes we are so much down, and it takes time to understand that every day is not a good day. Every day is not a successful day. We for example, my Monday morning meetings and Monday is a very hectic day. So, but the thing is, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be prepared, and you have to know what your career is and what your job is. For example, job or the lectures or whatever, you need to know what your scope is, how much of capacity you need to have to manage your work. So that is what I'm also a learner. Even though I tell this stuff, I'm also a learner. But I have figured out certain ways. If you are having a hard time trying to balance work and personal life, so it's a very common problem. But just keep the spark going. Be patient. And be passionate about what you do. That is the most important thing. As long as you're passionate, none of the others can let you down. For example, you have to understand other people as well. You have to communicate with other people. For example, if you're a corporate employee, you need to know how to communicate with your team members. You need to know how they are, uh, how they work. So it's much easier to do teamwork. For example, you have to understand your boss as well. So if you feel like the boss has short temper, right? For example, you need to know to right, like to be to know that person, to be resistant, like of that person. If you know that person is a hothead, you can't go beyond that. You are actually the employee. You can't go beyond the manager. So being
That's
mentally strong is it's your instinct, and you can talk to people. You can watch motivational videos online. You can yeah, there's plenty of ways for you to be mentally strong. Listen to a song, and yeah, there's plenty of ways you can be mentally strong. And just my view is to keep the spark going, to be passionate on what on the work you do, and be confident on yourself. Now, yesterday I went to Mr. Sri Lanka, and I saw the number of people who were there, right? So I mean, there were like 22 people who were like who came as kids and now have turned out to be men. So that is actually very very inspiring to see, because that is in men. Mr. Sri Lanka is Mr. Sri Lanka also, it's the same. So I saw their mentality, guys. So they had their mentality was something else. They were so confident. Their physique was great. They had many. They had very less flaws in their life. They have built their personal brand to the next level. They have elevated themselves. So if you want, you can go to these certain trainings, go to Toastmasters, build your confidence, and build your resistance. Go ask from your parents if you can't, if you don't know how to be mentally strong, maybe your friends. So it is normal as a human being that you guys are like, you guys are having a sort of mental issues. You can go through it. It's everyone is there. So the thing is, you need help. Do what you love. Go on vacations. Enjoy yourself, and make work the priority as well. Yeah.
Actually, Hesara, how fascinating you are, and what an all rounder. Like at the same time, you are creating content creations and facing challenges as well, and you also enjoy your life. So that's really fascinating to see that. Even when it comes to me, I also find myself dancing in front of a mirror when I also feel stress. So that's I also apply your theory into my life.
Yes. One more thing.
So
Like life is not full of roses. Life is not a journey full of roses, but you need to be the rose.
yeah,
You need to
that's
be the
true.
rose. Yes, you need to be the rose. So that's you are the person. It's you yourself. Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody's going to come and uh, uh, elevate your character.
that's true. So we have to become our own ideal model.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
So I think that's really a very valuable perspective, especially for anyone who is currently dealing with pressure in their own life.
Yes.
So as your audience grew, Hesara, you probably started hearing more and more opinions about your content. So how did you learn to identify which criticism you should take seriously and which criticism you should just let it go?
Okay, that's a good question, and that is something we need to actually think about. When you post a video, you need to expect those comments. If you post a controversial video, for example, these very well known YouTubers, is it okay if I mention names?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so YouTubers like Ashen Sri Lanka, Ashen Senaratne, Kali, and those well-known YouTubers, Wild Cookbook. So when they, like post a content, there's like hundreds and thousands of comments that maybe half of it would be, controversial comments. So they have a very high capacity to be resistant with those kind of comments, because they have already built their brand in Sri Lanka. If you build your brand, there is definitely a critic. If you have gone to some place, if you have a good brand image, and if you are if you are famous, there is some critic in some ways. So I have segregated these types of critics into three different keywords. So number one is constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is something, where you need to listen to that person. For example, there are certain those friendly critics, for example, if my parents, if my friends say make a duration එක video එක duration එක වැඩි මෙතන කැතයි මෙතන edit එක හරි නෑ ඊළඟ video එකෙන් හදාගන්න. So those kind of comments are the constructive criticism, that's called constructive criticism. So those kind of comments, we can listen to this, we have to listen to this, because they tell it out of good hope. So the number two is subjective criticism. You have to respect it, but you don't have to obey it. Then for example, then when I post a video online, some people in English, if I post a video in English, these fellows, some people like English කතා කරා ඉංග්‍රීසි කියන්නේ ලංකාවේ කියන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ සිංහලෙන් කතා කරන උන් රටන්නේ ඈ සිංහලේ අවුරුදු මේ ගානක් අපි සුද්දන්ගෙන් මෙයා වෙලා සුද්දන්ව පන්නලා දැන් අපි තාම මේ ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කතා කරනවා. You have to talk in සිංහල තමයි language එක. But the thing is it's a branded content. That's the requirement. So you can't actually obey that comment, but we have to respect it. Maybe with a like or something. That is my opinion. So maybe if you're in a corporate, if someone is trying to say that if you're planning to send a mail to the HR or something, if that person says don't send it, it's not going to work, and blah blah. You have to do what you prefer. Can't get stuck in other person's perspective. So destructive criticism, destructive criticism is something that is like a very destroying type of comment. Very something we need to the hate comments, those filth and all that. So those type of criticism, we have to leave it. So just have to leave the comment or maybe delete it. So those are the types of criticism I have identified with what I do. So with your corporate life, you can apply it in your ways. If you're a student, you can apply it in your way. What to listen to, what to not listen to. So if with parents, definitely it's better if you can listen to them, because they have more experience, they have more insights than what you all have. So parents, your maybe experienced siblings as well. So yeah, that would be helpful for you guys, for all the students and the ones who are present here. That is what I say, because ඒක අහුවා කියලා අපිට වරදින්නේ නැහැනේ. ඒක නිසා I think it's better you consider your parents, your family perspective, maybe trusted friends as well. Other stuff you have to filter and take. That is up to you all. The criticisms. Okay.
So that means even though there are so many negative criticisms, so we have to know that අපේ ගමන අපි යන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නේද හේසර?
Yes, very in detail. That is the brilliant message. අපේ ගමන අපි කොහොමද යන්න ඕනේ? මොනවා තිබ්බත් ඒක යන්න ඕනේ. දැන් වෙන කෙනෙක් අපේ ගමන යන්නද නේ? වෙන කෙනෙක් අපේ ගමන යන්නද නේ? So that is not practical. So you decide, you implement. හැමදාම ජීවත් වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. So that is
හැමදේම try කරන්න ඕනේ.
So that is my view. You all might be having many views.
Yes.
Yes.
So actually, Hesara, that's a really important distinction. So learning to take useful feedback without allowing every opinion to affect you. That's a really good point. So Hesara, like has the way you look at criticism changed as you have grown?
Good one. I guess, yeah, because thinking about the 4 to 5 years back, comparatively, I think I have I have I think I disregard more of the critics right now because of because I have too much of comments in certain videos. So, but now comparatively, I actually get less criticism from what I do. Maybe it happens at times when I do a collab or something. It happens well, it happens, but actually it's what I do. So that's my career. I'm passionate, and I'm actually not kind of worried in that. In the beginning, I was worried because I couldn't. I have to reassure myself, plus my parents and all the friends as well. That is the start of the time period. No? So that is in a content creators uh, journey. The start is one of the hardest part, and then the saturation level. You have the product life cycle. In that the growth phase, the introduction and the growth phase is one of the critical parts, and then so the introduction is okay, and the growth, and then the saturation is the other challenge. I'm getting some instructions. It's fine, right? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that means as you gain more experience, your perspective on criticism also change. That's really interesting. So
Okay.
yeah, here's a
Mm.
sometimes even after a comment or criticism is over, we continue thinking about it, overthinking and overthinking. You know, people are. So, do you ever find yourself overthinking what people say about you?
Oh, thinking what? That is actually uh, I used to think about it earlier, but judging is judging is a very common thing here in Sri Lanka, right?
Yeah,
It's a very common scenario here. Uh, you get judged whatever you do, maybe like whatever you dress and wear, or uh, it's something very common here. So best thing is to be very authentic with your content. Do something someone would never do, so nobody can judge you. That is what I do, because uh, it. So one of the main fears I have is, if someone comments on my profile saying you have copied content, copied. So that part is something I fear a lot, because I'm more of a original content person. So that kind of judgments and stuff, I don't like it. That is something I
yeah.
fear. Yeah.
So actually, I think that's the human nature. So when there's
Yeah.
a negative comment or a negative criticism, we tend to actually overthink those kind of negative comments. So that's the human nature actually.
Yeah.
So
So for
we
example, like if you see a good comment, you don't actually regard it. No, whatever is in a
yes,
video, the negative comments only we go and like. No, some not everywhere.
yeah,
Every one of y'all have done it. Not gonna lie, you have seen the negative comments. You might have found out, and
yes,
sometimes it pops in the top of the comment list. So those
yeah,
some people do it just to rage bait that person. Maybe some people do it to gain attention. To
yeah,
yeah, it's based on the person. Maybe yeah, it's based on what you do mostly. So you have to be very smart with what you do if you want to become a public figure.
yes.
Yeah, so it's
So
a very
that
big.
means yes. So that
It's
means even though
all about reputation. So you have to be very very safe in Sri Lanka. So
yeah,
yeah, but the thing is, you have to be. My opinion is, I have to be authentic. But if you're starting also, you have to find your own way. A very creative way would be a very like a very innovative way to start. Yes.
So that means even though we receive negative things, we should just ignore them and go and find our own goals and go in our way. So that's what
Yes.
basically you mean, right?
Yes. 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 If you need
So,
any help, you can contact someone who is above you, like maybe uh, someone
friend,
who's more experienced than you. That is totally fine. It's not something you go and beg for that person. Not it's something
yes,
need to be so normalized. You have to put your ego down and ask from that person. That is yeah. You have to do that.
yes,
Mm.
that's true.
If you
So,
want to develop yourself.
yeah. So I
Yes.
think that's something a lot of people can relate to. So sometimes the comment ends, but the thought stays in our mind. That's really common. So,
Mm.
Hesara, when you notice yourself overthinking, what helps you get out of from that mindset?
It's very tough question to answer. But yeah, I will answer. First of all, I would say I'm a total overthinker. I overthink everything I do. Sometimes it's a big hassle. Sometimes there's pros and cons there. If you need if you in terms of work, if you overthink, that is actually it works. But in personal life, if you're like a total overthinker, it's quite hard because every time your mind is awake, every time it's awake, so you don't get to chill and enjoy your free time if you're overthinking, because every time it pops up to your head. No? So basically, I have to overthink because I create content, I come up with new ideas, strategies, concepts, and whatever the client asks from me, I need to come up with that. So in that case, I need to actually overthink myself and to make sure that I do something out of the ordinary. Yeah, overthinking happens, but you have to take it for the good side. But now I have found out a coping mechanism very recently of overthinking. Like the best thing is to move on. The I know it's very hard, but the best thing is to move on. The truth is very bitter. The truth is
Yeah,
very bitter. So it is that is the truth. So the best thing is to move on and focus on your future than overthinking about the past. Best thing is you can overthink about the future. I mean, for example, if I'm having a shoot tomorrow, I'm overthinking all of the possible scenarios that could happen tomorrow. So so I could make a proper schedule, a clear schedule. So that kind of overthinking is not a big scenario. So that is so. As I said, the coping mechanism would be yeah. Hello.
so that mean uh, so that mean like we need to turn overthinking into a positive way.
Yes. Yes, we have to overthinking. You have to take overthinking as a positive way, because you can't take overthinking like it's something negative, because I would prefer it to be something positive. Better to limit it. So it's okay
Yeah,
to overthink, but limit it. You have to move on. Otherwise, you have to overthink on the start of the week to the end of the week. Same thing, you have to overthink. So not gonna work. But I'll come
yeah,
up with new ways and I'll help you all out in my profiles. Uh, so yeah, I have posted stories also regarding how I overthink in my profiles. Uh, So it's something very normal, and I would say it's something you have to take it. Uh, you have to handle. Don't let it go to the toxic side. That is my advice.
So that means like we need to turn overthinking to a positive way
Positively.
and yeah, positive way and just move on, live your
Yes.
life. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's really helpful, Hesara. I think having a way to step back and reset yourself can make a big difference. So, Hesara, what do you think uh, has helped you stay mentally strong throughout this whole journey?
Yeah. 1 second. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, guys. I think I got disconnected some way. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Hesara.
Sorry, I think I got disconnected because I got a call because I'm actually at a wedding today. So yeah, I got a call at like randomly. So yeah.
It's
Sorry, what did you ask, Kusal? Sorry, guys, to everyone in the chat.
No, it's no worries. So the question that I was asking about, what do you think that has helped you stay mentally strong throughout this journey?
Release.
What has helped? Yeah.
So there was some time I was feeling mentally so low. I had some personal problems, and that actually yeah disturbed me a lot. So what I did was I I focused on more of self care. So self care is something you could do. Find find new circles, find new friends. So to mention, we had sort of like a men's circle, which was done by one of my friends. It was I mentioned his name. It was Amanda Amarasekar, who has started his own men's circle as well. So I was there with him. He gave out a lot of very important insights about how to manage ourselves uh, as a man, and how to cope up with ourselves to have a better lifestyle. So the best thing is to actually go towards self care. If you're not you if to be mentally strong, you have to be confident and strong with yourself. So yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So that's true. I also agree with you. Like self care is also is one of the uh, most important thing that where we can stay strong and confidence at the same time, as you said.
Yeah.
So uh, so that's really helpful, Hezara.
Yes.
So um, there's something our audience can definitely take away from. So sometimes even small things can help us get back into the right mindset.
Yes.
So there must have been moments when you felt like taking a break or even giving up. What keeps you motivated to continue creating and moving forward?
That is passion. 100% passion.
Yeah.
100% going to that certain obligation. Maybe having a target. If you have that specific goal inside your head, I think it will help you. I'm not a guru in this. I know, but I would say that if you have that hunger, that greed to go towards that goal, it's not going to be a very hard task for you to, it's not, you can't give up. It's, so you have to, uh, you can do it. I mean, it will be a very hard time. And yeah, I just have to, it's life. So you have to know that this is my career, and better if you go, and as I mentioned, better go to a gym or something. That would also,
Yeah.
so hitting the gym is also something that would help you stay focused. So just the biggest thing is not losing your focus and not giving up. Losing your focus helps you drown in the same place.
So I also agree with you. The hunger that keep us motivated, and if we have that hunger, there's no any obstacles that can stop us in the middle way. So I really agree with you, Hesara, with that point.
Yes.
So
For
that's
as students also, you need to know that you need to have that hunger to get a first class or a second upper. No, go for the first class. Don't think about second uppers. Go for the first class. Uh, it's at yeah. So lots of there's a high competition to get there, but just believe in yourself. Do your assignments well. Uh, yeah, go for lectures. For don't cut lectures and go to a friend's house and watch a movie. Go to lectures. That is the most important thing in your in your university life. Someday, if you don't go, you will regret saying, "Ane, mama me ගියේ නෑනේ lectures ගියේ නෑ අපිට campus life එක නෑ." එහෙම කියලා. So that is something, yeah, that is something you need to think about for the youth.
so that mean yeah. So that mean even though it's harder, we better try for a first class, as you said, Hazel, right?
Yes, yes, yes. First class is should be your goal. That is what I said. Yeah, keep your hopes high. You will get there if you kakari munot second up එකක් එනවනේ. Yo.
Second upper is also ගොඩක් වටිනවා ඇත්තටම.
Very, so, in Gen Z terms, it's also quite goated, no?
Yeah,
Goated.
Definitely.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. That's actually, Hesara, that's really powerful. Having that motivation can make a huge difference. So, especially during the difficult periods.
Yes.
So, has there ever been a moment where you seriously questioned whether you wanted to continue?
Continue means, sorry.
Like this journey, your journey.
Yes, I didn't get you like the question. Can you repeat? Sorry.
Like so I mean that what keeps you going in this during this journey?
Yeah. So what keeps me going is the love of my followers, the love they give me. That is the most important thing. So the love they give me, the likes, the comments, the shares, and all of them, that matters the most. And yeah, so that means a lot to me. And yeah, so they are very engaging with me, and I would like to thank my parents, my relatives, my friends, and also for pushing me. And that is what keeps me going actually. And I have like a production team also now. We are doing high end productions also using DSLR and very high end equipments as well. So we are planning to elevate more towards this content creation industry. So I will not disappoint you guys, I promise. So yeah, that is the thing.
So I agree with that point that the family is always there for us. family is always our backbone.
Yes.
Always.
Like one. That is true.
Yeah. So thank you, Hesara, for being so open about that. So I think hearing about those difficult moments makes the journey feel much more real and relatable. So looking back at your journey so far, how do you think dealing with criticism and pressure has changed you as a person?
Yes. As a person, I would say uh, it has actually motivated me, not gonna lie. It has motivated me, given me how life is not a bed of roses. So those are something you actually can be motivated about. So this stuff happens. It's actually it's very hard in life. It's very hard to cooperate, very hard to balance all of that. But I think that is the thing that keeps me going to with the hate, maybe the critics and all that. That is something which helps us, get motivated. Otherwise, for example, if they put very funny, bro, and that comment versus if you compare that with uh, so you could have improved your quality, bro. What is this quality? So something like that versus that, you can you can push yourself to that comment. I mean, taking regard of that comment, you can push yourself. So this, I mean, I'm telling that the good comments are also important. Plus, those helps me uh, go forward with all these emotions, to handle these emotions. So whatever you guys do in your career, make sure to have patience, to think twice before taking decisions, and to think twice before you do something at work, because it's something really very engaged, something very close to your future. No? So yeah, you have to evaluate. Yes.
So that mean even though the criticisms or negative comments that comes to our life, they what they do is like keep us stronger and stronger. That's really fascinating, and that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So
I mean, definitely might be having hundreds and thousands of views, but that is I would say that.
yes.
So,
So the challenges you faced along the way have actually played an important role in shaping who you are today. So, Hesra, is there something you handle differently today that you struggled with when you first started? Is there anything?
anything.
Yeah.
Something I struggled to do was to get people to act in my videos. That was a big struggle. For example, in terms of handling people. I told you guys that I'm an introvert, and I had a very tough time trying to figure out how I'm gonna give tasks to these people. Trying to make them do this, give this edit on time, this edit tomorrow, this that one, that all of those requests. So you have to be very patient when you handle with those kind of people. So yeah, so that is how it is. Um, yeah, lots of things to learn about.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So that really shows how much you've grown through the journey, and how your experiences have changed the way you deal with challenges. So we can see that, actually we can. So, hey Sarah, Thank you so much for being so open and honest with us throughout this conversation. So, I think what makes today's discussion especially valuable is that behind the laughs and entertaining content, there is also a real person dealing with pressure, criticism, expectations, and personal challenges as well. And I'm sure many of the people watching today were able to relate to at least one part of your journey.
Yes,
So that's really helpful.
I
Uh,
understand.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
I
once again, thank you, Hazel.
I hope people learn from my what I told. But yeah, there are certain controversies as well. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, Hazel, that was such an engaging conversation I had with you. So now we need to we are now reached the Q&A session. So this is your opportunity to ask Hesara your questions directly. If you have a question, please feel free to send it through the designed Q&A chat. So we may not be able to ask each and every question due to the time constraints, but we will try our best to cover a good variety of questions that you have sent.
Yes.
So everyone, let's take a moment and feel free to ask whatever you want to ask from Hazer.
Are there any questions already, or is you?
Actually, there were some questions already sent in the Q&A chat,
Yeah,
Hazer.
I saw it.
So
Yeah, check it out and answer.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's really interesting question from one of our audience members.
Yeah, cool.
So
Yeah. You.
The question is asking that as someone who makes people laugh, do you ever feel pressure to always appear happy even when you're struggling personally?
Uh, Very good question. Who's this? Jai Singh, right? Jai Singh, that's a very good question. Uh, that is that is something most of the content creators who are engaged in comedic areas. That's something most of them try very hard to adapt to. So we always don't have the best days in our lives. So, but what I can do is it's myself. It's basically I can adapt to the moment. So if I had a if I got blasted from my parents and the next hour if I had to go to some event, I would I would adapt to the moment. I think I have that adaptability to uh, to adapt to that specific situation. So it's something I have built over the years. So with people, when I have a very friendly conversation, I tend to forget whatever happened before. So forget temporarily before. So yeah. So in terms of work also, it's kind of the same because yeah, it has to be because that is what I do. So you have to be like that.
So I hope Jai Singh got his expected answer. So, and here there's another interesting question from our friends. So that's asking when you're under a lot of pressure, what is the first thing you do to regain your confidence and stay mentally strong?
Uh, yeah, under a lot of pressure. Yeah, as we mentioned earlier in regarding this as well. It's so you have to in order to regain your confidence in terms of pressure. Um, so there are I would say that there are certain tough times people are going through. So what I would suggest is to communicate with people, and think about the consequences on how what would happen if you're not if you get if you have anxiety, for example. If you have anxiety, you need to be adaptable. You need to know how to uh, in if you from asking a person maybe something you can develop on yourself. Maybe you might have to wear a mask also, in terms of that. So in terms of confidence, you might have to might maybe like communicate and get your mindset together to take things take your stuff together, and not uh, be very to be very like organized with what you do. Then you can have more confidence. For example, if you want to plan tomorrow's day, you have to make a schedule, and you will be very confident than you are uh, today. If you have a futuristic schedule, you know that you are not gonna have bad a bad day. Yes.
So actually, that's really an useful answer. So, and we have a question from the audience that connects really well with what you were saying earlier. Like, do you think pressure comes more from other people's expectations, or from the expectation we create for ourselves?
Um. Hmm. Yeah. For example, yeah. I get it because pay up. For example, yeah, you're talking about people's expectations. Maybe your boss, maybe your parents, your maybe others. Your maybe mostly that, no, your boss, your parents, someone you have to impress is those people mostly. Friends, maybe your partner, in case of that. So don't focus on that now. But the thing is, like, may, uh, it happens mostly in every brown household, in every Sri Lankan household. There are people have hundreds again. They have hundreds and thousands of expectations. What you need to do is you need to show them, you need to guide them that there is certain that I have a path, I'm earning, and I will be sustainable in the future. So you have to show them the plan you have. Just you can't have a blind vision. You have to show them the path, uh, and then you can be mentally free if you can reassure them, because they are worried about your future, because they took 10s and 20 years to raise you. So it's their right to have expectations, and we also have our own expectations. So the thing is, you have to guide yourself. Uh, you have to plan ahead. That is the thing. Have a vision, have a goal, and if you want to, for example, if I want to get 300K followers, I need to go for a plan. I need to go. I need to execute it. I need to have a team. I need to have a production crew. I need to have a lot of people to get scripts out of them. Maybe if I don't have time, I get people to write my scripts. So that is basically up to you. And that always I do have expectations all the time from myself. Sometimes I know you feel like not happy with what you do, but still just be uh, just be happy that you have done something, because you can improve yourself in the future, because every day uh, if you can have your trial days with experience. You can be better. That's what I want.
Yes, definitely. So that's an interesting and really helpful answer here, Sarah. So, and there's one more question. So, since the time is limited, let's go with a one question.
Yes, sure.
So, here, sir, there is an interesting questions that asking, do you think being mentally strong means hiding your emotions, or is it okay to admit that you're struggling?
Okay. That is something out of the ordinary we got here. Uh, yes. Uh, it doesn't mean hiding your emotions. Actually, it's okay to be. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let your emotions out. It's not a crime, but there are certain people who have different ways of, coping up with mental pressure. Mental pressure is. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm purely telling based on my opinion. So there may be judgments, but the thing is, how I am is because most men, we hide our emotions. Not gonna lie. Uh, Mostly women, they cry out, and I don't know. It is something common, right? You agree with me, right? So it's something that happens. Hiding, I would say, hiding your emotions can be, if you can resist it, you can hide your emotions. But if you feel like you can't resist uh, your own emotions, you can share it with your loved one, your family. Crying and being sad, being upset, being moody is something that is uh, not a crime, guys. You can be you can be mad at something any day. You can be happy someday. Every day is not the same. So it's purely based on yourself to show your emotions. And if you feel like putting out your emotions, it's not a crime. You can you can get comfort from another person. Maybe that is how you cope it. So I would say it's okay to admit if you're struggling, but better to tell it to people whom you know, not to show off to the general public and produce posts and all that. Maybe if you made a journey, you can post it later. That I mean, I got out of this stage and now I'm in a better place. Then you can post whatever you want there. But before that, I think opening up would be some sort of a risk, and it would portray that you're like if you're, I mean, to the public, not to the people it's fine. I I'm sorry, I'm talking about the public perspective since I'm into social media. So yeah, I think it's not about hiding your emotions. You can cry, let it out. Whatever makes you happy, you can do it. End of the day, it's your life. You can decide it.
Yes. So actually, that's really useful question. Sorry, answer. So actually, here, Sarah, there's also an one more interesting questions from our audience that we can't avoid actually, because by providing an answer to this question, you will give a valuable message to our dearest audience. So let's go with that one as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So um, there's a question like, are you thinking about a change in your living situation or career?
Are you thinking about changing your living situation?
Or career?
Sorry. That means I'm actually sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch this. What does this mean? Changing your living situation means?
Like,
You can ask that person.
Yes, now you are doing a career in content creating and you are studying as well. So, do you want to change that?
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, of course, if it if someday every day this content thing would not be a very sustainable thing in the long run. So I actually had a plan to go to law college back then. Uh, and it actually didn't very work out because my grandfather is actually a lawyer, so I pushed myself to do that. But if there is a if I can uh, change it, I would prefer that being a lawyer, because there is no age limit to that. No, you can go to, if you're 50 or 40 or 50, you can go to law college and become a lawyer, I guess. Uh, but we'll see. And just that is like, just I gave you all a very trailer, a very spoiler of, for that answer. Yeah, we'll see in the future how it happens.
Yeah.
But for now, I'll be focusing on brand marketing, YouTube contents, and all of that. Hopefully, yeah, one day, because the some things are certain sort of very not very sustainable, but yeah, I'm trying to build my own brand for future, for the future, not for the present. So we'll see. We can hopefully do something better and new.
And I believe if you pursue your law dream, you would have become a great lawyer.
We'll see.
Truly.
We'll see. It's in my MBA also. I learned law. We'll see how it goes. It's very interesting, actually. Not gonna lie.
Sure, let's see. Yeah. So, Hesara, thank you so much for answering those engaging questions, and that was an amazing Q&A session. So now next, there's an exciting thing coming. We are now going to have a group photo. So everyone, this is your chance to be a part of the memory. So if you have your camera turned off, please turn on your camera if you are comfortable doing so. So please stay on the screen for a moment while we capture the group photo. So all right, everyone, let's get ready for the photo.
Okay. Cheers. Okay, some people are still turning on their camera.
Guys, if you have your camera turned off, please turn on if you mind and if you're comfortable with. So, perfect. Thank you, everyone. So, and now we are moving into something a little more fun and interactive. So now it's time for our Behind the Laugh challenge. We received so many creative and interesting posts from you, and we truly appreciate everyone who took the time to participate, honestly. From all the submissions we received, we will be selecting the most creative post as the winner. And for everyone who is waiting to find out who won, the winner will be announced within 3 days. So stay tuned, and keep an eye out for that announcement. Now, we would like to extend our sincere appreciation to our engagement partner, Ryan Premium Private Limited, for their support towards today's Industry 360 Live webinar. We truly appreciate your contribution and support in making this event possible. Thank you for being a part of Industry 360 Live. Before we towards the conclusion, move towards the conclusion of today's program, we would also like to remind everyone about our official WhatsApp channel. We encourage you to join the channel and stay connected with us so that you don't miss upcoming events, announcements, opportunities, and other updates. So, make sure you join and stay connected with Industry 360 Live. And now, we have a special moment to express our appreciation to our guest speaker. On behalf of the IEEE IAS Student Branch Chapter of SLIIT and everyone who joined us today, we would like to sincerely thank you, Mr. Hesara Yagamuni, for taking the time to be with us and for sharing his experiences, insights, and personal journey. We truly appreciate your openness and the valuable perspectives you shared with our audience today. As a small token of our appreciation, we would now like to present this token of appreciation to Mr. Hesara Yagamuni for being our guest speaker at Industry 360 Live. Thank you once again, Hesara.
Thank you so much, Kusalya. You were amazing too. Thank you so much for the insightful session you all gave me to talk about myself and to help people to get through certain stages in life. I hope everyone knew something about me, how I think. That is something I have never spoken about in public. Something I wanted to do for a long time as well, because I'm getting lots of DMs from people about this. So yeah, thank you so much to the team and to your team and everyone. And thanks a lot for having me on this special occasion. So I wish you all the best of luck in all of what you all do in the future. So yeah, thank you for the token.
Hesara, once again, thank you for being with us today. And finally, we have reached the concluding part of today's program. To formally conclude this wonderful session, I would now like to invite Miss Kavindya, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, Kavindya.
Am I audible to you?
Yes, Kavindya.
Thank you, Kusalya. Good evening, everyone. I am Geetmi Kavindya. On behalf of Organizing Committee of Industry 360 Live 2026, organized by IEEE Industry Application Society Student Branch Chapter of SLIIT, it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our guest speaker, Mr. Hesara Yagamuni. Thank you for taking the time to share your knowledge, experiences, and valuable insights with us today. Your contribution has certainly made this session more meaningful and insightful. I would also like to extend my sincere appreciation to our moderator, Ms. Kusalya, for your wonderful moderation throughout today's session. Your professionalism and clear facilitation and continuous support played a significant role in making this webinar engaging and seamless. Thank you for your dedication and commitment. We would also like to express our sincere appreciation to Ryan Premium, our engagement partner, for supporting Industry 360 Live 2026. A special thank you goes to Mr. Abdul Rahman, the owner of Ryan Premium, for believing in our vision and supporting this initiative. We truly appreciate your generosity and encouragement. My sincere thanks also goes to the IEEE student branch of SLIIT and IEEE Industry Application Society student branch chapter of SLIIT for giving us this opportunity and for their continuous support throughout the organization of this webinar. To all of the participants, thank you for spending your valuable time with us today. Your enthusiasm, engagement, and thoughtful participation are what make initiatives like Industry 360 Lab through meaningful. A special appreciation goes to our organizing committee, the backbone of this webinar. Thank you to every lead and committee member for your dedication, teamwork, and countless hours of effort, from planning to the program, coordinating session to the promoting event, creating amazing designs, and managing everything behind the scenes. Your hard work made today's webinar possible. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who supported us beyond the organizing committee by connecting us with partners, sharing guidance, and encouraging us throughout this journey. Although I cannot mention everyone individually, please know that your support has been a great deal to us. Before I conclude, if there were any shortcomings or inconveniences during today's session, I would like to sincerely apologize on behalf of organizing committee. We truly appreciate your patience, understanding, and continued support. Thank you once again for being with us today. We wish you all the very best in your academic, professional, and personal journeys. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful evening. Over to you, Kusalya.
Thank you so much, Kavinda. And with that, we officially conclude today's Industry 360 Live webinar. A huge thank you to our guest speaker, Mr. Hesara Yagamuni, our speakers and organizers, our engagement partner, and most importantly, everyone who took the time to join us today. We hope you enjoyed the session and, more importantly, took away something meaningful from our conversation about criticism, pressure, and staying mentally strong. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening. Good night.